Most dog owners believe they are nourishing their pets with love, but the reality inside veterinary clinics tells a much darker story. It's often our convenient daily habits that are silently stealing years from our dogs' lives. Some mistakes are so subtle you won't notice them for years, while others, especially the one regarding exercise, can take your best friend's life in less than 2 hours. Today, we are stripping back the curtain on the 10 deadly feeding mistakes that veterinarians desperately want you to stop making. This isn't just about nutrition. It's about protecting your most loyal companion from a delayed death sentence. Leaving a bowl full of food all day might seem kind, but it's actually a dangerous convenience. When food is always available, a dog's insulin levels never rest. It's like forcing a machine to run at 100% capacity without ever hitting the off switch. The result? Metabolic chaos, obesity, and chronic inflammation. A body constantly busy with digestion never has time for cellular repair. Feeding a senior dog the exact same way you fed them as a puppy is a major oversight. Nutritional needs shift radically with age. Forcing high-protein, calorie-dense puppy food on an aging system is like forcing a crumbling filtration plant to process industrial waste. The kidneys and liver will give out long before you notice the external symptoms. We trust our eyes, but the human brain is a chronic overestimator. Just an extra 10% of kibble every day adds up to a thick layer of visceral fat within a year. Fat isn't just extra weight. It's an active endocrine organ that pumps out inflammatory hormones and fuels cancer growth. Feeding only kibble without any fresh food is a silent starvation. Kibble is processed at temperatures exceeding 180 degrees Celsius, which denatures proteins and kills natural enzymes. Your dog might have a full stomach, but their cells are thirsty for the living nutrients found in fresh vegetables or blueberries. Forcing a dog to wait 23 hours for one massive meal is a recipe for digestive trauma. Stomach acid builds up with nothing to do, eating away at the lining like acid on metal, causing silent, chronic ulcers. Splitting meals keeps blood sugar stable and prevents the starvation mode that triggers fat storage. Water is the solvent of life, yet it's often overlooked. Dehydration thickens the blood, forcing the heart to work overtime and allowing toxins to settle in the kidneys like stagnant sludge. A dirty, slimy water bowl is just as dangerous as no water at all, as it harbors bacteria that lead to acute urinary tract infections. Constant paw licking, red ears, or chronic scratching aren't just quirks. They are cries for help from an overworked immune system. Food allergies trigger an internal civil war. Continuing to feed the offending protein is like pouring gasoline on a fire that is slowly burning your pet's health from the inside out. Switching to a new food overnight is the fastest way to land your dog in the ER. The gut microbiome needs time to adapt to new enzymes. A sudden change causes digestive shock, which can lead to hemorrhagic gastroenteritis, an incredibly painful and expensive condition to treat. Don't look at the juicy steak on the front of the bag. Look at the first 5 ingredients on the back. If you see meat byproducts, corn, or BHA, you are buying a one-way ticket to the vet. These cheap fillers provide zero nutrition and serve only to bulk up the stool and fuel carcinogens. This is the deadliest mistake on the list. When a stomach is heavy with food, it becomes a literal pendulum inside the abdomen. Vigorous play or running can cause the stomach to flip and twist, cutting off blood supply instantly. Without surgery within 60 to 90 minutes, death is virtually guaranteed. The golden rule: enforce 90 minutes of absolute rest after every meal. Consider the story of Bruno, a healthy German Shepherd. After a hearty dinner, Bruno's owner took him out for a sunset game of fetch. Within 30 minutes, Bruno was unproductive, vomiting. His abdomen was hard as a rock, and he collapsed. By the time they reached the clinic, his stomach had rotated 360 degrees. Despite emergency surgery, Bruno passed away on the table. A simple game of fetch, meant as a reward, became his final moment. Conversely, look at Misa, a poodle who suffered from chronic skin infections and hair loss for years. Instead of more antibiotics, her owner learned to read labels and realized Misa was allergic to the corn and poultry meal in her budget kibble. Within 2 months of switching to a clean, limited-ingredient diet with fresh toppers, Misa's coat grew back thick and shiny, and her energy levels skyrocketed. This script isn't meant to make you feel guilty. It's meant to make you responsible. Dogs are the only creatures on Earth that love you more than they love themselves. They cannot choose what goes into their bowl. They trust your choice implicitly. Your convenience today is their health tomorrow. Don't just feed your dog to fill them up. Feed them to help them thrive. Start small. Wash that water bowl. Use a measuring cup. And most importantly, let them rest after they eat. These tiny shifts will buy you more years of wagging tails and happy memories.